Welcome back to the show, guys. That's Tristan. I'm Galen, and this is Profound Nonsense. Just the two of us this week.
Mm-hmm.
No special guest. Kind of feels weird.
It does feel weird.
It was
I
a
like
good
the
episode.
special. I like the special guests.
Yeah, it's a fun time.
We need to find some nerds
Yeah.
to bring onto the show.
We've got a laundry list of people that want to be on.
They want to be on, but I'm scared of the misdirection that they're going to cause.
I concur. Yeah, yeah. Hey, who knows? Maybe that's a good thing.
I think the next one should be Aristotle.
Airstode, if you actually watch the full-length episodes, text us, and we'll have you on next. If you don't, we'll see.
That's a good call. That's a good call. All right.
I'm testing you, Bubba. Today's episode's going to be pretty lax. We've got 3 segments to go through. The first is villains who were right.
Mm-hmm.
Each of us has come up with a couple villains who we think actually had some validity. The next one is great movies that you'll never rewatch again. I like that one. And then the last one will be franchises that should have ended. So we're going to be going through all of those. I do have a question that I wanted to ask you.
What's up, bro?
Do you feel like 2026 is kind of the comeback for movie theaters? I've been pondering that a little bit recently because I feel like COVID happened and we lost steam with movie theaters. And I think even prior to COVID, movie theaters had been kind of declining in popularity. Even I didn't go to them nearly as frequently as I used to. And I feel like there was this stigma of grandparents taking their grandkids to the movie theaters that maybe I just wasn't a part of anymore, but I feel like doesn't happen as much. But I feel like 2026 has been kind of a good omen for movie theaters, if you will. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think that I never really went to movie theaters outside of teenage years. But I have noticed that with the increase of streaming services and the convenience that holds, obviously the movie theaters started to die off. And I think that they were trying to compensate their profit by increasing the ticket prices and increasing everything, which deterred people.
Bad business model.
Bad business model. They didn't really think that one out. But I think that recently, I feel like there's been a huge box office return for things like Marty Supreme and Avatar.
Yeah.
And things like that. And whenever we go to the Sunday matinees, it's pretty jumping.
Yeah.
For a Sunday morning.
Yeah, it's popping.
The tickets greatly priced. And then, I don't know, it's just a more fun experience. And I do think that the convenience of all these streaming services are starting to not be as convenient.
Because
weekly drops of episodes, we have tiers of these subscriptions now, and it's just not as fun to watch at home.
Yeah.
People don't really take care of their entertainment system, and I think that we're getting a little cabin fevered.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of the things I was thinking about was that we're progressively creating more visually pleasing, epic, just spectacle movies because people feel like you have to one up the last thing that came out that was a big deal, and so it's happening over and over and over again. And I think people are starting to be like, oh, this doesn't look as good when I'm watching it on Netflix on my 50-inch TV.
Simply not.
Indubitably not.
Whenever we watch the bootleg of Dracula, and then when we watch it in the movie theater, night and day the audio within itself.
Yeah.
It was a completely different experience.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just feel like, personally, me, I don't find as much enjoyment watching a movie by myself. I have a
Mm-hmm.
pretty decent setup. I just don't want to. I
It's
want
a
to watch it with loved
it's a
ones,
different experience.
and I want to watch, like, I want to go out.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
home is
I
to
want
rest
it to
and
be
recharge. I
an
want to go
event.
do something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think that's a good middle ground of, okay, me and my friends like to watch movies.
Yeah.
Let's just go there because it's relatively cheap,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to $20 to rent it on Amazon Prime for a less quality experience.
Right. And that's another thing that's happening is like they'll be dropping movies early on streaming platforms that you have to pay for, like the $20 Google Play or like Roku, whatever. Uh, Movies that you can get like 30 days after their release or something like that. Or you could go to a Saturday, Sunday matinee for $8, $9
Mm-hmm.
and see it on a giant screen, like
Recline seats.
reclined seats with the homies. We normally only get like maybe a popcorn and like energy drink
That one time we did like the full meal, that wasn't worth it.
at all.
The food was
At
pretty
all. Yeah,
trash.
that was yeah,
So I will not be
that's
doing
on
that
us.
again.
That's on us.
I'm not doing that shit again.
But like yeah, in the long run, like hell yeah, I'd prefer that experience over and I mean like we've got a goated setup
You do.
at our home, but like I still new movies that are coming out that I'm excited for. Like there's something about that experience.
There's a level of engagement that gets lost while watching it at home
Mm-hmm.
because the theater's specifically designed to engage in this movie.
Right. You can
And
pause,
your
get
living
up.
room setup is great, Galen. But this is essentially our house. When we're sitting on this couch, I'm like, okay, well, let me think about house shit. I'm not fully invested in
Yeah.
this movie. I'm thinking about, all right, well,
Right.
Galen he clearly just vacuumed. I should probably go upstairs and vacuum myself. Or like, they never got snacks for me. You know, and I'm thinking about
Yeah.
weird stuff that I wouldn't if I'm just in this movie theater when
Locked
I'm
in.
designated to watch this movie and do nothing else.
Yeah, I agree. And I think people are starting to realize that is kind of the point. I think people are kind of they're getting reinvigorated in their love for what a movie theater does outside of
It's coming back to the point, which is escapism.
yeah,
Our lives are getting so much more draining and so much more exhausting.
everything you see bums you out. Like yeah, it's a chance to just like go see something cool, see something fun.
And it's not fully invested. You can just buy the ticket. That's 2.5 hours allotted
Yeah,
to do something, as opposed to going out to get food. You got to go get drinks. You got to go find some activities to
Yeah.
do. This is the activity, and it's a good slot for the price.
100%.
It's
Yeah,
like,
and
$4 an hour.
yeah,
And you're
right.
getting entertainment. That's a great deal compared
Better
to
than
like
the-
how you can get entertainment anywhere else.
Better than the 2 hours I was spent on TikTok. You know,
On TikTok, we're at pins, yawn.
right. Yawn, big yawn. Yeah, no, I agree.
I think it's starting to get its place back.
I also-
where entertainment can be had with whoever you want it to be.
I also think that there's a lot of movies this year that people are excited about enough that they're like, "No, I need to see this in the movie theater." Did you also see that they're gonna build a shit ton more IMAX, like proper IMAX
Good.
theaters?
I'm glad. I did the
Yeah.
3D for Avatar with the janky glasses. It was all right,
Yeah,
but I want to see like real true IMAX. I think
we don't have
what
one
we were
in
talking
Ohio.
about is why it got stinted. IMAX was starting to jump pre-COVID, like right before COVID hit, and then there was
Nolan,
no
man.
point investing in it.
Yeah,
So I'm glad that they're trying to like
yeah.
actually do it.
Yeah. Man, dude, I wish we could see the Odyssey in full IMAX. That'd be so sick.
This is the closest one's in
I think it's
Indianapolis.
Indiana, yeah.
Yeah.
Which let's be real, it sold out a year ago when they dropped the IMAX tickets for it.
True. Yeah.
But hopefully, hey, IMAX, I know you're watching.
Columbus.
Columbus, please, I'm begging. We'd all go. We'd all go. I'd pay extra. I swear to God, I would.
It's a booming city, brother. Just drop a couple.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna need like 3.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. I was just curious as what your thoughts on that was.
I'm
excited about
movies now. I haven't felt that way in a while.
Yeah, me too.
But I'm excited.
Maybe
to
it's
go
because we're
to
doing this, but like,
Yeah, maybe.
there's probably a little bit of like bias because we're like more invested in the movie universe at the moment. But I still I think because we're doing this,
I think we
theater-
started movie theaters jumping again.
Yeah, that was us. Cheers,
Cheers, bro.
man. Shoulders are heavy, carrying all this weight.
Galen, let's start this first segment, bro. Villains who were right, but potentially like maybe they did it a little ill. Their approach was kind of off. What do you think? I'll let you start.
Should I start with like?
Anyone you want.
Okay. Let me look at my list. Okay. First one that I think gets swept under the rug a little bit, maybe just like recently, Magneto.
He's also on my list.
Yeah, type shit.
I think everyone, for the most part, agrees about Magneto.
Yeah, and okay, so I feel like when I was looking into this and like trying to find villains that I thought had some validity, I was like, man, most of them at least have like 50% validity, and then the way they go about it is just like fucked up and wrong, you know? Like Magneto's approach to, his whole thing was that like they think we're different and so they're going to wipe us out. Let's wipe them out first, And he came from like he's Jew, like his whole background is that like he was Jewish during the time when they were being persecuted and like that genocide, and so he like has that background, is seeing what they're doing to mutants, and is like, I know what's gonna happen. I've seen this, been a part of it. Let's take him out first. He's valid.
The final nail in the coffin was, I don't remember which X-Men movie it was, but he was working in that steel factory, and he already had his powers activated, but one of the machines fell on his coworker and he lifted it up, and then someone still snitched on him even though he was saving his coworker, and that resulted in his child and wife dying.
Yeah.
And that was like, he was like, all right, all these humans gotta go. And after being in the Holocaust up until this, his hard set default to just be like, humans ain't shit, I'm on his side.
I agree. And I think Xavier's like tendency to be like, no, humans are good, and they're like that's their where they butt heads, and that's why they're like frenemies. I tend to lean more on Magneto's side.
I think that I'm not going to tell Magneto how to handle oppression, and because it's been known for decades, Magneto is Malcolm X, and then Professor Xavier is Martin Luther King. Those are the inspirations on those characters. But at the end of the day, Martin Luther King got assassinated. Malcolm X, he really. We need to maybe do a little more infrastructure as opposed to just attacking the humans.
There's a middle ground that needs to
that never got really met.
You need right. Mutants need a show like, hey, we're not standing for this, but like we're also not gonna kill you because of it. Like
Professor Xavier created the whole school You know, like he was actually trying to empower
Mm-hmm.
other mutants, and then Magneto was really just about vigilante justice
Join
and
me.
crimes.
Yeah.
Complete opposites.
Yeah.
But if there was a real Magneto, actually, if we were in this universe and I was just a little human, I probably would be like, yeah, bro, you got it. You're right. I'd probably double agent for him.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm on his side.
I see the validity, but he also has the side of him that thinks that mutants are like the next evolution of humanity.
And that kind of goes against what he was experiencing in that
Right.
camp.
Right.
The
So there's a little
eugenics of it all.
catch 22.
And if that is the truth, like if mutants were the next step of the human evolution,
Which I mean, that was Charles Xavier's whole thing. He was all about like genetics, mutation, how mutations are the next evolution of human beings. Like that's what First Class was like he was a professor that taught about mutation. His whole thing was like this is just the next phase. This is how we evolve as humanity.
let's let it happen organically. But also the humans were creating those
Sentinels,
the suppressants for
the robots.
I'm talking maybe I don't remember that timeline. But I'm talking about whenever they were injecting people to suppress their mutant genes.
Oh,
I forgot what movie that was.
that was first. That was
That was First Class?
the blue guy. He was doing that to Mystique because they didn't want to look weird.
But irregardless, Magneto's kind of valid because they're trying to completely eradicate the mutants
Oh yeah,
and their ability to use their powers.
yeah,
So you're going to need a little pushback because Professor Xavier wasn't really doing much on that aspect.
for sure.
So it's very gray, and that is just great writing. That's great dynamics in that whole universe. And Magneto and Professor Xavier are both really, really well written characters
For sure.
where you can see.
I love that their backgrounds influence the way that
Yes, yes. And how respected they are.
Yeah.
No one really.
Regardless of if you're on the same team or not, like everyone's like, oh no, okay, you're good. Come on through.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. I always found it funny that in movies or shows with powers, good guys have good powers, and bad guys have bad powers. What's that one spiky guy? I always think about him when I think about X-Men in like X2, and he just has like he's like porcupined up. That's such a bad power. I can't imagine a good guy having that power because what the hell are you gonna do with that? What can
Right.
you do with
You
that?
are literally like the derogatory term of mutant. That's you.
Yes, yes, exactly, exactly. Juggernaut. What am I going to do with this as a good guy? How am I going to?
Unstoppable force. Like what the hell are you gonna do as a good guy?
I'm going to beat bad guys' faces in to the point where I'm a bad guy. Now I'm the bad guy.
Right. That's it.
Magneto, that's pretty neutral. It's just sick as hell.
Yeah. So dope.
And you can like control like the metal in your blood in the comics. That's so sick. That's so sick. Wolverine
OP, dude.
is pretty, but he's more of an anti-hero at the end of the day.
Yeah, and his whole thing is that like he should be a bad guy,
Especially with what he experienced.
and like he kind of is at certain points, but then like wants to be good.
Yeah, he has a great antithesis, Sabretooth.
Mm-hmm.
This is what should have happened.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that they did that.
Agreed.
Mystique, just fine. X2 Mystique, just fine, dude.
Yeah.
That was my first crush. She was one of them. Selma Hayek from Dusk Till Dawn, and then Mystique. Those are my two first crushes.
Valid. Says a lot about your taste.
Mm-hmm.
Valid as fuck.
Anyway, so Magneto, valid.
All right, what's yours?
Jigsaw. Oh, I got real ones. I'm not just talking about like these normal movies. I'm talking about Jigsaw. His approach is okay. His approach
How
is
the fuck do you justify this?
his approach is very, very extra. It's like really silly
Extra.
how extra he is.
Silly.
So Jigsaw's whole motif is how he wants these people to recognize that their lives are worth fighting for and worth living. He had cancer and he's fighting it, and he himself didn't recognize the beauty of living. And now he wants to force other people to have the same revelation. And it's kind of weird that he took this upon himself. He'll be like, hey, you, and like to just do good, right? He'll take a thief and then they'll put them in this little machine to cut off their hand. And he does have, loosely used, disciples for people that did survive his games, because they always say how much more they do appreciate life, and they want to keep this cult, I'm gonna call it a cult, this cult going. He wants people to recognize the life that they live should be just and should be lived to its fullest extent. Now there are like ones where like he tied up that fat guy and then had him go through barbed wire, and if he respected his life and wasn't a big boy, then Jigsaw wouldn't have to intervene or something like that, and he was supposed to lose a certain amount of weight before he could get released. Like, what are you talking about? Can we just say, hey, Brody, I noticed you
It's
being
okay
big over there.
now.
I got a nutritionist. We're gonna hit the gym together, bro.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never seen any of them, because I can't. That is a genre of movie that I would vomit everywhere, and also like have nightmares and be scarred for probably the rest of my life if I watched it. I I know I know stuff about those movies, and that alone has given me nightmares.
There's specific scenes that like I
Uh,
just randomly think about.
is there not? Oh my. Yeah, see, I can't even like I can't even handle talking about it. Is there not like someone gets dropped into like a barn full of tetanus needles or like
That
heroin?
is the number one scene in my brain at all times when I think about Jigsaw.
Dude.
That was the most gut wrenching scene in the
Oh
whole
my gosh.
franchise, hands down.
Yeah.
He just throws her in.
Oh my gosh.
So Jigsaw is like the whole tape recorder. He makes them acknowledge their wrongdoings, whether it would be like a crime or like adultery or like anything. And then he gives a game assigned to this vice in which they have been living up until this point. And he gives them an out. The later the movies, the more unrealistic it is to actually survive, which is the biggest issue in my opinion. They hardly get an opportunity to actually do it. But then they are facing their vices, and in order to overcome them, they have to physically harm themselves. But whenever they leave, most of them are actually like, you might have been onto something. So I do think that him wanting people to be held accountable is valid. But I think that maybe like having to open up my stomach to get a key is pretty extra.
A little bit. I understand the point you're making, and I honestly I don't think I knew enough about the movies to like have like I didn't know that that was the kind of like reasoning behind his demented motives. But okay, I see you. What awful movies.
I got a couple of weird ones that I can justify.
Yeah, bro, mine are tame as fuck.
Good partnership right here.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you watch the scary movies, so I don't have to. Uh, Syndrome, The Incredibles.
Okay.
His whole thing is when everyone's super, then no one will be. I think that's valid. He wants to give people the technology to like stand up for themselves, to like be super themselves. Now, he went about that in an egotistical, arrogant way in
He
which,
killed most of the superheroes.
for sure, for sure. But let's be real. In every superhero universe, the only reason they're super villains is because they're superheroes. Like you got the yin with the yang, right? And
What was it that actually stated that? I think it might have been like, I don't know. There's been a couple of superhero esque universes that literally say there's only this much evil because what Superman
yeah,
is on Earth. If there was no Superman on Earth, none of this would actually happen.
that sounds like some Zack Snyder shit.
It might have been, but it's very true. One, because how else are we going to tell this fantastical story?
Right.
But I refuse to believe even on our crispy green Earth, that's real and grounded, we're going to have just as much bad as we are good because it's just balance and everything is intentional and there's a purpose to it all, whether like it's hard to digest or not. Anyway, continue. Syndrome.
Yeah. No, I mean like that's yeah, that's kind of the point I feel like he's making is like let's level the playing field for everyone so that like the extremes aren't extreme. We're here now because everybody is at the same level. He went about it terribly,
Yeah,
and
some
it was
jigsaw level bad.
very self-indulgent because he just wanted to be a superhero,
And he wouldn't get acknowledged
and he
because
wasn't.
he wasn't super.
Yeah. Um, and he probably had a little bit of the like, let's kill all the superheroes because I'm jealous that I don't have powers kind of mentality. But I think his point's valid. If you don't have the word super because everybody is equal in that ground, then like again, the extremes are gone.
But Galen, my biggest issue, am I defending Jigsaw more than I'm defending whatever? So he was creating machines. He wasn't creating exosuits for normal humans to be super. He was creating machines to kill superheroes.
No.
Yeah, he was.
No. He created a machine.
That would evolve each time it got beat up.
He needed that machine to prove that what he had was better than what they had. That was his whole thing. He built one machine. The goal was let's get it ready for the big dogs, that being Mr. Incredible, Elastigirl, Frozone, all of them, big dogs on campus. It's going to fight them. They're going to lose. Then he's going to step in and be like, yo, look at me. Defeat it. And then he was going to sell his shit.
He was gonna sell it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, he did kill a lot of superheroes,
He killed a lot of superheroes.
and it was all because Mr. Incredible didn't want him to be his sidekick. And also, there's like
Yes.
a point where like they both remembered that memory differently. Mr. Incredible was like had that mime guy he was fighting off, and then Syndrome was like, "Hey," and he was like, "Hey, I'm busy." And
Hmm.
then Syndrome remembers it as it was literally just Mr. Incredible, and he wasn't fighting something. So that's a cool part that they added to it. Where like, first of all, memories get distorted, and these moments have completely different impacts for different people. Mr. Incredible's like, "All right,
Shoo shoo.
buzz off," and this kid's like, "Ah, I literally want to kill myself."
Uh,
I
I,
think that he had a baddie. Sim Jong had a baddie that he was crazily treating incorrectly, and he had hella money. Bro, relax,
you have a volcanic island that you
please.
own. It's pretty,
You're like the Tony Stark of this universe,
literally.
but short and pudgy, and that's fine because you still had the baddie.
Right.
What more do you need? Just stay on the island and like
It's true.
do your own thing.
I think his main point is valid, though. Get rid of the shitty motivations for it. Get rid of the way he goes about it. You want to bring up Jigsaw, like get rid of those things. The underlying motive is valid.
It is. It is. All right, fine. Only because I was defending Jigsaw. I'm gonna leave it be. I'm gonna lay it to rest. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Let's do the thing.
The Hulk, from the Hulk,
No,
the thing.
we're talking about the
Oh,
'80s thing. The
okay.
monster that they unthawed,
Uh huh.
and then it's like a who done it
Mm-hmm.
type thing. Like there's an imposter among us type vibe. Have you ever seen it?
Not in a really long time.
My whole thing is they had it in this ice cube. They thawed it out, and this is the remake. This is the newer one, like the origin story of it. And then I'm going to talk about the original. In the very first one, he was thawed out, and then he can shapeshift into whoever he wants.
Mm-hmm.
And he basically murked this entire research hub. And then the beginning of he leaves as a husky. And then the original, we're following this husky. He's getting shot out by a helicopter. And then there's this Russian guy who says something in Russian like, "Hey, you need to kill it." And then they protect the dog because they thought this man was crazy. And now the dog, the thing, is taking form of the other researchers.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the thing very strategically shapeshifts and moves in this entire movie in a way that is survival based.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to just live.
Mm-hmm.
And its biology in the way that it survives is completely different than how humans survive. Does that mean it's bad?
Yeah.
If the thing was able to not be in an isolated area, I genuinely think that it would probably, because it's intelligent,
Mm-hmm.
maybe start doing humans and then be like, hold on, wait, let me just go to animals. I feel like it would take that route. And also, a lot of the aggression only happens whenever they single him out. Once they realize that, hey, this is the thing, like, okay, I need to protect my own
Yeah.
body.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it is an intelligent life form that literally was just trying to survive. And I think that if it was in the proper circumstances, that it would at some point coexist. I don't think that it would take over the earth if it like landed in a populated area. And I think that it's a and it really showcased the um um the mindset of how humans get really, really paranoid.
Yeah.
And they were attacking and accusing each other the whole entire movie, while the thing is literally just like, hey guys, can we just like,
Hey, yo.
I'm not here. Let's just get a helicopter and let's all get out of here, bro. Let's all get out of here.
Come on.
I feel like the whole movie's more of like a whodunit than anything else, and I love it. I love that about it.
Yeah.
Um,
I need to rewatch it.
it's
It was a really
beautifully
good
written.
movie. Yeah.
And the practical effects are so sick.
They are really
They had the practical effects for the remake. They just didn't use it because they thought it would be bad.
Yeah.
That's really upsetting because they were already done and didn't use them. But I don't think the villain is the thing. I think the villain is maybe just a human condition. You know what I'm saying, dude?
Yeah. No,
I
I
think
agree.
he's just an alien. He's different,
I
so
agree.
he's a villain.
Nobody gives like Caesar from Planet of the Apes shit for like escaping his situation when he was like locked up and being tested on and shit. Like, yeah, it's the same thing. Like, if humans weren't the way we are, like terrified of new things that we don't understand, then like,
Caesar literally just wanted to survive. Same with the thing. Then we get the later movies where there was that one guy, Koba.
Koba.
Yeah, him. No, he's a bad guy,
Yes.
but he was treated
Trauma.
like shit from humans since he was a little baby chimp.
Magneto.
Also, the parallels because chimpanzees eat meat and bonobos. That's what he is. A bonobos are vegetarian, but bonobos, Koba's aggressive and chimpanzee. He's like the peaceful one. Great franchise.
Phenomenal.
So yeah, the thing. It's not really a bad guy. He just really wanted to survive.
I agree.
Your turn.
I have no arguments. I feel like this one's kind of agreed upon. The Joker from The Dark Knight.
From The Dark Knight.
You disagree?
Like, he's not a villain?
Yeah. He's so valid. He's so valid. His whole thing is like if people can be corrupt, they will be.
Yeah.
Gotham. Period. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, every step of the way, he was 3 steps ahead. Not because, he's like this incredible genius, but because he understood what was going to happen. He understood the way people were.
We're just talking about Dark Knight right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, continue.
Yeah. Yeah. Not any other.
Okay, all right.
version of the Joker.
Now I'm getting it.
Okay. Yeah.
All
yeah,
right,
yeah.
now I'm
Just
getting
the
it.
Dark Knight.
Okay.
Heath Ledger's The Joker was valid as fuck.
Since the jump, man, whenever doing that bank heist, everyone was so quick with getting rid of the teammates to increase their cut. And that's how he was able to be the only person left.
He just understood that. Yeah, his understanding of humanity and the corruption within it is how like the entire movie progressed the way it did. Like Batman lost because his understanding of like how people in Gotham would respond was hopeful. That's why he's the good guy, is because he sees the good in the mess, but not realistic, you know? And so like the Joker's way of going about his plans was wrong. Fucked up. Putting 2 ships against each other and giving them both detonators to like blow up the other one. Pretty crazy. But he was proving his point. You know, it's like he was wrong about that, apparently.
You know, everyone's wrong every once in a while.
uh,
I think that you're right in the sense that he is symbolic for the lunacy of how people actually act behind closed doors, and he is that person, and he wants to bring it to light. And I also think that he kind of puts he humbles everyone.
yeah,
The Batman Bruce Wayne is not exempt from this either.
Bruce Wayne took however long he did to become the Batman and then try and rid Gotham of yada yada yada, the evil within itself. By the Dark Knight, shit ain't different.
Nothing
Shit
changes.
ain't sweet. Like he beat
Crime
Ra's al
doesn't go
Ghul.
down.
That was like sure,
That's pretty important. But like,
but like Gotham is the same. Like not, you know, like
yeah, he was doing like foreign policy before he even focused on this. Ra's al Ghul was like what in Europe
right,
or something,
right.
Romania or some bullshit.
Now the Joker comes in, completely eradicates the mob by taking all of their money and burning it.
Yeah,
They're
he did.
cooked. They're done. They're gone. Uh, and then is like in his effort to prove a point, gonna like blow up this ship full of
Tourists or prisoners.
right, you know, with the expectation that like the tourists are gonna feel all high and mighty, press the button, thinking they're better than the jailers, and then we're rid of like a bunch of criminals, which I don't agree with that, but like he was much more effective because he understood at a baseline. Like he also like Batman's was trying to like get Harvey Dent to like kind of take his place, be the like the light with the face that people could look to, could turn to. Joker proved that like beneath it he still had evil.
And also the Batman, I'm never going to get over this part where he big brothered the entire city.
Oh yeah. He had to like
He big brothered the entire city. He can
yeah,
see and hear
through everyone's shit. Yeah.
everywhere in the entire city,
Yeah.
bro. That's illegal.
As fuck.
That's so illegal.
He did that to one person's phone, they still would have been coming to knock down his door. He
Right.
did it to everyone's.
That's like more invasive than what the government does.
Yeah.
But you're not the government, bro.
Yeah. You're one guy.
Um, I just think that you're right. And he does pick on Batman because he does know that Batman has a multitude of resources and is super intelligent, and he has this moral compass of not killing. And he also makes the whole point within itself. You see me doing all this bad shit, and you know killing me would solve it, but you won't. You're not going to kill me, so I'm going to keep doing this. I'm
Yep.
going to keep
I
destroying
don't
this
want to
city
kill
because
you.
you think you're too good to do what needs to get done because it's bad.
Yep.
And that's
It's a catch
great,
22.
great relationship
Cyclical.
those two have. Yeah.
Cyclical. Yeah.
I love any iteration whenever the Joker messes with Superman when he killed Lois Lane and then Superman just kills him. And then he's like, whoa,
Oh.
hold on, you're gonna kill me?
Whoa.
You're killing me right now? What? Great.
Have you ever do you know much about like the Killing Joke?
What are you talking about?
It's a comic.
Oh, no, nothing.
It's like the most. It's probably the most like popular the Joker Batman series. phenomenal. I think they turned into an animated movie. You should watch that. Um, at the end of that, Batman obviously like has the Joker, and the Joker tells him like a joke, one last joke, and Batman's like got him, and Batman just like starts like maniacally laughing, like insane kind of laughing, and then that's the end of it. And there's like it. The reason it's so popular is because it's like, did he kill him?
Yeah.
Did like because either way the Joker wins. You know.
Yeah.
You know. Um, love that shit. What a good dynamic they have.
They have a really good dynamic. Let's do
One more and then we should move on.
Pinhead.
Don't know anything about him either.
You don't?
No.
What about Nurse Ratched from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
Yeah.
All right, let's do Nurse Ratched then. I'm going to do a quick one for the Pinhead. The whole point of Pinhead is people diving into pleasure, right? And Pinhead's whole thing is like there are consequences to completely falling into your vice and falling into your pleasures. And there are consequences and you will be dealt with. But, you know, he turned this into some sadistic BDSM stuff and he just got weird with it, to be honest. But the whole thing about Pinhead is you want this pleasure, you want this earthly thing. Well, you're going to have to pay your dues in order to like have fun. You want to have fun, let's have fun. But anyway,
Jigsaw-esque.
Jigsaw-esque, yeah.
Okay.
And I think a lot of horror monsters are like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I like it. Anyway,
7.
Nurse Ratched. 7, yes.
Ugh.
Nurse Ratched is a textbook rule follower in her field. Nurse Ratched has a ward. She has mentally ill patients, and she has full responsibility. She is effectively their legal guardians. She has a job that needs to get done. She clocks in and she clocks out. And she does not bend rules for nobody. Then you get Jack Nicholson. Comes in here, pleaded insanity to get out of his sentence. Starts thinking shit's a game. He starts disrupting everyone's routine. People in those states need routine. That's what keeps them sane. Everyone was just chilling, doing their own mentally ill thing in the ward. And sure, this is the 50s, and this movie actually helps, well, the book helped reform psych wards. Mm-hmm. It's crazy how media can actually change the world. What? But so her techniques were very dated and not necessarily the most effective. But listen, she had a job and he was messing up her ability to do her job. Simple as that.
I agree.
He wanted to do like hee hee ha ha, have funny the whole entire way when he could have like at least tried to change reform or do his sentence in this psych ward, get out, and then like, I don't know, do something productive to help these patients that he does care about, and I know he does. That's why you got lobotomized, boy.
No, I agree. Her crime was like not knowing, like
Yeah.
like that was the way to do things.
Mm-hmm. She was
She
literally
was
just
doing
doing
them the
what
best way she could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she wouldn't take anything else as an answer. Like, she is very narrow-minded in the way that, like, there's nothing that, like, I've been doing this. What if I try this? Like, there was no wiggle room for her. Sure, whatever. But as an employer, you're hired.
Right. Let's get her in a different job.
Mm-hmm.
Business. She'd thrive.
Not a bartender.
No,
No, not a bartender.
absolutely not.
Maybe like head chef for a restaurant.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But
I don't know if I want her around knives anymore.
no, she was never violent.
That's true.
She got her neck fucking tweaked at one point. Poor girl. I don't know about that. But I don't think that she's as villainous
Okay.
as they make her out to be. I think that she was a very bitter woman, but I think that she was literally just doing her job.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Okay, next.
Next.
Great movies you'll never rewatch.
Yeah. Most of mine are just sad movies.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to say most A24, but I'll get specific.
Yeah. We have at least one of the same ones. Manchester by the Sea. Have you seen it? Dude. Casey Affleck. He cooked. He cooks in this movie. It's just like a really sad movie about like this mentally unstable guy has to start looking out for a kid, and I won't give you more details than that, but it's, oh my gosh, such a good movie. I have zero desire to ever watch it again. Addie was like, let's watch Manchester by the Sea a couple weeks ago. I was like, no, I enjoy my life as much as I can.
Yeah, okay.
I'd rather not feel some type of way.
Mine, it was just too sad I can't do it anymore. The Green Mile.
Ooh.
I can't rewatch The Green Mile. I cannot
Yeah, that's
do
big.
it. I can't. It's so sad. It's such a beautiful movie.
Yeah.
I watched it once when I was a kid, and I rewatched it a couple of years ago, and
Sobbing.
sobbing,
Yeah.
sobbing. What? Are you out of your mind? So sad. So sad. And it's just gonna keep that in the bank as a really good sad movie. I'm never gonna watch it again. I never will.
I experienced it. I got that.
And that's one of like the only sad movies I won't rewatch.
Really.
There's a couple of sad ones that I love rewatching, but we're not talking about that right now. All right, your turn.
Hereditary.
Yep,
You got that too?
I sure did.
Type shit. Great movie.
Ah,
Phenomenal movie.
9.9 out of 10.
Don't need to deal with that stress again.
Nope.
Don't need to deal with that stress again. Because you know what? This is why it's such a good movie. If I rewatch it, doesn't matter that I've seen it before, I will still be stressed the fuck out.
Yeah. Yeah. Stressful along with the pivotal climax. Rewatch, like the stress is still going to be there, but there's no payoff now because I know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So I can't justify rewatching it
Yeah.
if I know I'm going to be stressed and I'm not, and I know what's going to happen.
Yeah. Agreed.
Now what?
What now? Where we go?
Right.
Yeah, I agree. I got the experience. When Hereditary came out, I was working at Marcus Crosswoods, and I would like if there was some downtime, I'd like go step in and like start watching a movie a little bit, just from like when you like the hallway before the incline of seats. I just like go and I'd watch a movie for 20 minutes.
That's fun. What?
Dude, first job. If you're a child who's never worked before, go work at a movie theater. Honestly, if you're an adult and you have a job that you don't like right now and aren't financially unstable, go work at a movie theater. It is the most worth it job ever. Not only is it like fairly lax, but you also work with people who love movies. You get free movies and popcorn and drink. And a guest every time you go watch a movie for free.
Really?
And every 8 hours you worked, you get a ticket for extra guests that you could take for
What?
free. I'd load up with my homies, 12 of us. Nobody paid.
That's a great perk package.
Go work there. I walked in on little sister getting her head knocked off. Walked right back out. Was like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. Like, literally couldn't have been better timed. Walk in, first thing I see, her staring out the side of the car door, gasping for air.
That the marketing for that movie is the best marketing for any movie. I'm going to say it. And the trailers being only of that little girl,
You had
20-30 minutes in, her head gets
she
knocked
dies.
off. So now you're watching this movie, you're like, what the fuck are we watching now? The whole movie's done. The girl that we've been watching in the trailers is dead. What now?
And that was like emphasized for me because we had those trailer players
Uh-huh.
at like near the front of when you walked down the hallway in the movie theater, played that shit on repeat for a month. So my expectation going into that was I'm just gonna see a lot of
Of this weird girl. Yeah.
creepy ass child. Nope.
Great. And the rest of the movie did not disappoint in the
Nope.
slightest.
Nope. Goated. Yeah.
Acting, everything, great.
Yep.
I don't care to watch it again.
Don't need to see it again.
The Mist.
Heard.
The Mist is great. I think that there's a lot of fun little like things you could watch during a rewatch, like think about and like observe during a rewatch. But I don't think that there's enough payoff for me to watch it again because the ending is so dramatic and so gut wrenching. The first watch is like, oh my god, oh no,
Yeah, dude.
oh no.
Ate me up inside.
But I don't.
You can't. Yeah, you're not gonna get the same.
That part's important for the rewatch.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to feel the same way again.
Yeah, and then the rest of the movie doesn't like. There's not enough to like make.
Because now you're watching and you're just like, well, you're just fucking staying here.
Uh-huh.
Just stay. I don't know why y'all are doing all this. Just fucking sit down and color. Just sit down and color. Like, y'all are doing too much.
Yeah.
All you can survive. And like now I'm trying to tell these characters what to do.
Yeah, right.
Now I'm not having fun. I don't care to watch it. But the movie is amazing. I love that movie.
Yeah.
That's a Stephen King, right?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed. Same lines, The Long Walk.
Okay. Haven't seen it though. But
You haven't.
you told me about it.
Yeah. I'm glad I saw it. It really is just that though. You know? It really is just that. And like they do make it intriguing. I was not like at any point during the movie, but it is just them walking.
Yeah.
And the ending did not pay off for me. I think I like understood why they had the ending they had, but yeah. I don't need to watch a movie about a bunch of kids walking for a long time
Yeah.
again for that payoff.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do one more. Then we're doing segment 3.
Yep.
Martyrs. Actually, no, I'm lying. I would watch it again. So, Actually, it's top 3 favorite movie of all time. Why am I lying?
What?
Martyrs.
I don't know what this is.
They did make a remake, an American remake, but yawn. Throw that out the window. It's about Martyrs is about this little girl who was tortured, and then it's very gruesome, bro. You would hate it. She was tortured, and then she escaped, and then she was in this orphanage, and now she has like this kind of caretaker that was also in the orphanage, same age, and then they become like besties, and then we are following them as adults hunt down the people that incarcerated her and was torturing her, and then the one that's been tortured, she is experiencing psychosis, and there's like this lady that like attacks her, and she, it's not a real thing, but she does actually get hurt. Now, is it her self-infliction, or is this she's manifesting these? What's going on? Anyway, she dies, and then the lady, the girl that's like been taking care of her, has to clean up this entire mess. The organization comes home and finds it, incarcerates her in the basement, starts torturing her. So the thing is, women are more pure, so they torture these women so that they can get to this perfect line of life and death, so that they can communicate what happens after you die. So she gets tortured for the rest of the movie. And then the very end is like the head lady. She huge spoiler alert. The head lady, they finally get her. She's completely skinned, and she's on this ice bed, and then she whispers into the head lady's ear on like what's in the afterlife, and they have everybody there, all these big figureheads from this organization, and then she's supposed to tell everybody like what happens. Once she hears it, her face goes dull, and then she goes into the bathroom and she kills herself. She doesn't look excited. She doesn't look depressed about the answer. Completely neutral. So then you're just like sitting on this. I'm like, okay, well, what did she hear? And why wouldn't she communicate what happens? It was the most crazy experience I've ever had.
That sounds like my nightmare, dude. That sounds like my least favorite
This
experience.
is one I would watch every 4 to 6 years. But back to back, it's hard to stomach.
You could not get me to watch that movie.
Anyway, let's do Old Boy.
If you tie me to a chair.
You've seen Old Boy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Old
don't
Boy.
want to watch Old Boy again? The old one?
Old one. I could do the rewatch. The remake again. I don't know. Something about the old one. I tried to rewatch it. But like
I don't have an
ending, dude.
Yeah.
I gasped.
Yeah.
My mouth was on the floor for like 2 weeks. What?
Yeah.
That's so sick.
Yeah. Yeah, I have like no desire to rewatch. Like I don't see an instance which I would, but I don't think I'd categorize that as a movie that I'd like never rewatch. Like maybe if Addie.
I'd rewatch it with someone that hasn't seen it.
Yeah.
But I'm not about to go out of my way to watch that
No.
for nothing. I'm bored. Let me watch Old Boy.
No. I agree.
All right. What time do we have? Did you put on a timer?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
We're probably pretty close. Let's run through this one quick.
What time is it?
1:50.
We're about like an hour.
Yeah.
All right, let's burn through this.
Yeah.
Speed run, because most people are going to agree probably. Me first. Fast and Furious.
Yep. Should have ended so long ago.
Once we started being pseudo super soldiers, it should have ended.
Toy Story. Easy one. Should have ended at 3. Perfect ending.
The Matrix.
Yep.
After the third one, I'm going to give them some grace, the third one.
No, it should have ended at the first one.
Okay.
Jurassic Park.
Once it started becoming the world, end it.
Yep.
Resident Evil. The only good Resident Evil movie is the first one.
Yep.
End it.
Pirates of the Caribbean. Should have ended at the third one.
Okay, agreed. Silent Hill. The first one and done.
Yep. Transformers.
Yeah. Once you got rid of Shia LaBeouf and Megan the Fox.
That's awesome.
Oh, what a Freudian slip. Um, once you got rid of both of them, I didn't want to watch it anymore.
Megan the Fox. Yep.
Saw, after
Yeah.
the third one, the one where they throw old girl in the pit, that should have been the last one.
Terminator.
Agreed. I don't remember which
Me
one.
neither.
I watched those as a kid with my mom.
There's just too many.
Yeah.
There's just too many.
It's just too many. Paranormal Activity, the first one, the second one are fine. Then they started doing some bullshit. The very last one is decent, but whatever. Every 80s slasher movie should have
Yup.
ended in that decade. Every single one. You can do a remake like in the 2010s, but if you didn't do that already, don't try now.
Yep. Why is there another Scream this year? Why?
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 Yeah. There was another one. Was that it? Yeah.
Go ahead.
Quick breakdown of movies that did fine. Let's do that one real quick. Twilight, perfect.
Sure.
Perfect length. Hunger Games, perfect length. Harry Potter,
still making those.
perfect length. And they're all good. And they're all good.
Sure.
And they're all good.
They're all
Now
needed.
what?
They're all needed.
They're all needed.
They're all
Fine.
needed.
They're all needed and good.
They're
that
okay.
franchise,
Which one?
perfect.
Yes.
Perfect.
Peak. Even El Camino. Including El Camino.
Games of Thrones fell off. They really bounced back.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Never watched any of it, but I'm fully aware that the end of the show, the last few seasons were pretty bad, but I am fully aware that they bounced the F back.
House of the
Congratulations.
Dragon was great. Night of the Seven Kingdoms is peak. It's awesome. How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah,
Perfect. Perfect.
sure.
You haven't seen the last one, right?
No.
All right, we gotta do that. You stole all the good ones. You stole Harry Potter. Harry Potter. Perfect.
Yeah. Agreed.
Perfect. Don't know why they're making a show.
Yeah, I think that covers the gist of it.
Is there a Marvel trilogy or a Marvel specific to one superhero set of movies that all of them are good?
Iron Man.
That's a hot take.
That's
Iron Man
it.
3, the one with the
Comparatively to every other superhero, yes, it's Iron Man.
touche. I enjoy the fuck out of Iron Man 2
I enjoy all of them.
with Whiplash.
I
With Whiplash,
don't think Iron Man 2 was that bad. I
it
don't
was
know why.
great.
It's fun.
Me and Addie watched it recently.
It's fun.
Perfectly enjoyable movie.
What are y'all talking about?
Yeah.
Y'all just want to hate.
Yeah. Haters want to hate.
I don't think anyone complained about the movie when it first came out.
Nope.
I'm pretty sure no one did.
I don't think so. Yeah. Great time. Yeah. Wrap it up.
All right. Anyway, that's some tangents me and Galen went on. Let us know if you agree or disagree. I don't know. Finish it.
Thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, liking, please. We'll be back next week. Hopefully with a movie review. We're probably going to watch Crime 101.
Let's do Crime 101.
Yeah. I don't have high hopes for that, but what are you going to do? We'll see you guys next week.
All right. I got to pee.